السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. ازيكم يا حبايبي؟ اخباركم ايه؟ النهارده هنغطي الهوم ورك بتاع شابتر 7. طبعا ببدأ بأسئلة كتاب المدرسة ثم أسئلة التشوز. كتاب المدرسة ما اقدرش ان انا اسيبه ابدا. هنا what 3 pieces of news arrive at Tolheim in the next day. طبعا ايه هي الثلاث اخبار؟ طبعا the first piece of news اول خبر that the people of Ruritania got worried امتى؟ when they heard that the king was badly injured while he was hunting in the woods. ده أول إيه؟ خبر. The second piece of news that Doc Michael got got worried إلى when he heard that the king was badly injured. Though he knew well who injured the king أو who injured the god of Russell. Okay, of course, Johan told Russell about that. The third piece of news, the marshal told me, Marshal Ali, the Princess Trivia ordered him to take her to see the king herself. دول الثلاث أخبار اللي وصلوا إلى modern country house. Why do Russell and the others go to the castle at night? ليه راحوا at night? In order to make a plan how to save the king. عشان يحطوا خطة ازاي ينقذوا الملك. Why does Russell kill Max Hoff? Because if he didn't kill him, Max Hoff would kill him, and it is war. ده حرب ما قدامش رودولف راسندل ان هو يختار يقتله ولا ما يقتلوش. Question number 3. Why does Russell kill number 4? Why do the 7 gentlemen go with Russell, Sept and Fritza to the castle? What do they do? طبعا هم لو انتوا اخدت بالكم ما عملوش اي حاجه في الاول. ليه؟ a few hundred meters away from the castle على بعد عده مئات المترات من الكاسل. رودولف راسندل ordered them to wait for them. امرهم انتظرونا انتوا هنا with the horses مع الحصانه. ولكن بعد كده حصلت فايت ما بينهم وما بين دوك مايكلز men نتج عنها ان 3 of them were killed and 2 of دوك مايكلز men were killed too. عندي بعد كده who gets killed in the fight؟ لسه قايلها who gets away. احنا قلنا قبل كده اللي gets away اللي هو مين؟ روبرت نيلزاو. طيب مين اللي killed؟ كرافتسن ولوغان رام. و 3 of رودولف راسندل's men. Why were Russell's bags found at a train station near Zenda? Why is the chief of the police looking for Russell? يبقى هنا ليه الحقائب؟ because خلاص when he put them حينما حطها in a railway station in a train in a railway station in Zenda he forgot all about them. That's why they were found near Zenda. وجد بالقرب منين؟ من زندا. طب للتشيف اوف ذا بوليس ليه بقى بيدور على رودولف راسندل؟ because they're British ambassador لان السفير الانجليزي خلاص reported بلغ about a missing Englishman عن راجل انجليزي مفقود called رودولف راسندل يسمى رودولف راسندل. هنا خلاص نمبر كام؟ 5 who gets killed in the fight قلناها. why were Russell's bags قلناها. question number 7. oh my god. question number 7. Russell meets Robert the next day while they are out riding. What plan does Robert offer to Russell? To kill مين ومين؟ فريدزو سابت. أول حاجة فريدزو سابت. And he himself وهو روبرت will kill مين ومين؟ دوك مايكل and the real king. Then there would be just 2 men. هيبقى كام؟ 2 رجالة. مين؟ روبرت وراسندل. راسندل would stay king forever. راسندل هيفضل ملك للأبد. And of course he will reward him. وبالطبع هيكافئه هيديله ايه؟ مكافأة. خلاص؟ بعد كده question number 8. why is Antoinette de Maubert being kept as a prisoner of that dock? طبعا احنا قلنا the dock tricked her. how? he invited her to stay with him in his mansion with her servants. as soon as she got there بمجرد ما راحت هناك he kept her as a prisoner in order not to tell anybody عشان ما تقولش لأي حد about his evil plans. خلصنا. A doctor has been brought to see the real king in the prison. Why doesn't Dr. Michael let the doctor leave? in order not to tell anybody about the king that he is a prisoner. Okay. طبعا why does Rasandel ask Antoinette de Mauban to cry out for help at 2 o'clock in the morning؟ طبعا بدون أن شك، لأن if she cries hard يعني if she cries loudly لو صرخت بأعلى صوتها of course Doc Michael would come to see what is the matter and it would be the chance to get him out, to catch him. Why does Robert Hinezau swim across the moat to go back to the mansion? Because he has another plan to be carried out. Why doesn't he use the drawbridge? ليه ما استخدمش drawbridge? In order not to draw attention to him. عشان ما يجذبش الانتباه إيه ليه. Because he wanted to do to make his plan secretly. So, question number 1. Okay, what did Johann tell Rasandel about the real king condition? That he is quite sick and quite weak, and Doc Michael brought a doctor, and the doctor advised Doc Michael, والطبيب نصح Doc Michael to set the king free at once, otherwise he would die. But Doc Michael refused that completely. ولكن Doc Michael رفض ذلك كلية and ordered the doctor would be a prisoner with the king and he could be released in 2 cases, whether he died or okay he cured, whichever came first. أيهما جت أولا. Question number: why does Rasandel say he was forced to stab Max Hoff? Because it is war. لأنها كانت حرب. What did the chief of the Boris in Strasbourg tell Rasandel the king about what they had learned about the real Rasandel? Okay, هنا the chief of the Boris told me Rasandel that the British ambassador reported about a missing Englishman called Rodolph Rasandel, and his luggage was found near Zenda, and George Federer told them that he was last seen traveling on the same train with Madame Antoinette de Mauban. بعد كده, why was Michael keeping Madame Antoinette as a prisoner in his castle? لسه قايلينه, in order not to tell anybody about his evil plans. What happened at the house of Terlenheim on the night Rasandel men attacked the castle? طبعا loud music was played, موسيقى عالية كانت بتعزف, and it was full of lights. Why? وكان مليان بالأضواء. Why? To give them the impression, عشان يدي دوك مايكل ورجالته الانطباع that they are having a ball, إن هم عندهم حفلة رقص, فبالتالي مش هيهاجموا على حد. Why did Rasandel kill Max Hoff? Because it is war. Why was Antoinette de Mauban being on there? What news did Rasandel receive from Strasbourg? That the people of Strasbourg got angry because he spent too much time in hunting. لأنه قضى وقت طويل جدا في الصيد and neglected his duties. To calm the people down وعشان يهدئ الناس والشعب كله, his messengers الرسل بتوعه were sent to every corner in Ruritania and announced وأعلنوا that Princess Flavia and the king have appointed حددوا the date of their wedding. Okay, so all the people became happy except just one person. مين هو? Doc Michael, who was furious when he knew that news. What news did قلنا خلاص نبدأ نتشوز. Why did Seth tie a rope خلاص to a tree? طبعا to help them climb down into the moat, عشان يساعدهم في النزول إلى الموت اللي هو الخندق اللي بمياه. Why swimming around the castle walls وبينما كان بيعوم حوالين راسندل طبعا couldn't be seen because it was because of the dark, ما حدش شافه بسبب الدنيا ضلمة. Why was Johann's description correct? Because Rodolph Rasandel بص because Rasandel showed the giant pipe, لأن شاف الأنبوبة أو الماسورة الضخمة. Who was sleeping in the port next to the pipe? طبعا كان مين؟ كان ماكس هولف يا ولاد. Why did Rasandel stab Max Hoff to death? Because it was war. because it was war, لأنها كانت حرب مش باختياره. Whose voices did Rasandel hear inside the room? طبعا كان مين؟ only the king؟ لا. only Richard؟ لا. both of them هما الاثنين. كان في dialogue صغير ما بينهم هما الاثنين. Question number 7. Antoinette de Mauban was a prisoner in the docks mentioned because the doc couldn't trust her. الدوك ما مش قادر يثق فيها خلاص. Antoinette de Mauban was being kept as a prisoner of Doc, okay? When he discovered that she helped Rossendale in the summer house. لما اكتشف ان هي ساعدت Rossendale في السمر هاوس. When Michael heard, لما مايكل سمع that Rossendale and Flavia arranged the date for their wedding, he was very furious. كان شايط من الغيظ. During Michael, okay, Doc Michael didn't let the doctor leave because the doctor would tell people that the king was prisoner. إن الملك كان ماله okay محبوس أو سجين. Who was helping the doctor to look after the king at the castle? طبعا أنطونيو دي مابا كان بتساعده. Rossendale and his men paid Johan well to go back to طبعا the castle and work as a spy. هو اداله 50,000 قطعة ذهب عشان يرجع ويشتغل كسباي for him. Princess Flavia relieved حست بارتياح امتى؟ when she arrived at the Turnheim house because the king's injury wasn't serious. لأن جرح الملك ما كانش قوي. Rossendale climbed down into the moat. يعني نزل في الموت اللي هو الخندق اللي بيه مياه and swam to the castle using طبعا a rope tied to a tree. حبل مربوط فين؟ في شجرة. Rossendale acted against his principles. يعني اشتغل ضد مبادئه. When he طبعا killed Max Holf while sleeping. لما قتل ماكس هولف بينما كان نائما. Question number 16. Rossendale got rid of Max's body by طبعا عمل ايه يا ولاد؟ tying the rope around his body. اوكي يعني لف الحبل حوالين جسمه ربطه and asked Sabti to pull it. يلا يا سابتي اسحبه. Rossendale asked Robert to طبعا let the king go free and stop working for Michael. اوكي هنا حاول مع روبرت وقال له اوكي حرر الملك وبطل تشتغل مع دوك مايكل. Question number 18. Robert هنا اتزاو was ready to betray his master Michael for طبعا ايه personal gains اللي هي اوكي اللي ايه الفائده الشخصيه. اوكي مكتسبات شخصيه. Antoinette de Mauban sent a message to Rossendale to طبعا بدون ادنى شك rescue her from the house of murderers. لما قالت له rescue me please if you could rescue me from this house of murderers. Michael imprisoned Antoinette in the castle because she helped Rossendale in the summer house. ساعدت Rossendale في السمر هاوس. Rossendale asked Antoinette de Mauban to cry out for help from her room at 2 o'clock. صرخي من غرفتك الساعة كام؟ 2 بعد منتصف الليل. Antoinette de Mauban sent another letter to Rossendale asking him to طبعا rescue her ينقذها from this house of murderers to keep the people of Strasbourg happy. Rossendale's messengers الرسل بتوع Rossendale told them okay أخبرتهم بإيه؟ the king would marry the princess. إن الملك هيجوز الإيه؟ البرنسس. دوك مايكل was angry furious يبقى غضبان when he heard about the princess wedding. Question number 25. The doctor advised the doctor okay to ايه يا فندم to set the king free. اطلق سراح الملك والا هيموت. هل وافق؟ لا. Johan was given a lot of money to طبعا work as a spy عشان يرجع ويشتغل كspy. Question number 27. هنبص كده فيه if the servants don't know the king if is the prisoner خلاص in the castle they will طبعا think that Rossendale ماله is the king and obey him وهيطوعوا. Johan will take 50,000 pieces of gold to طبعا open the front door of the mansion. هيفتح البوابة الرئيسية بتاعة القصر as a kind of deception كنوع من انواع deception التضليل. لتيرلهايم اللي هو البيت country house ماله will be filled with music هيكون مليء بالموسيقى والlights. If they do not return to Tyrlheim the next day, Marshal Scrutins would ask Michael to see the king. وريني الملك. Question number 1. How do you think the king expressed his agony to Richard and خلاص what was his reply? Okay ازاي هنا الملك عبر اوكي لديتشارد عن ايه استيائه الشديد، وكان ايه رده؟ قال له why doesn't the ايه دوك مايكل kill me؟ راح رد عليه قال له not yet don't worry but he will kill you now sleep well. دلوقتي بقى نام كويس. Is Russell right to kill Max Hofer? Yes, because it is war. لأنها كانت حرب. If you were Russell, what would you do with the Max Hofer? I would kill him. I would kill him. خلاص؟ I have no choice. I would kill him. And بكده why do you think the king wanted the duck to kill him? ليه تعتقد؟ Okay, because he was suffering a lot لأنه كان بيعاني كثيرا and desperate وكان يائس تماما. Who do you think is cleverer, Russell or Robert? Why? طبعا Russell because he could okay deceive Robert لأنه قدر يخدع روبرت. Okay, do you agree with Russell's order 10? Okay, order. Okay, 10, the chief of the Buddhists to go back to Strasser. Why? Do you agree with Russell's order? مش order يا ولاد, order. خلاص, order to the chief. طبعا I completely agree. Why? Because Rudolf Russell wanted to spend 2 weeks without being asked a difficult question. يعني نفسي بس اقعد اسبوعين بدون ما تسأل أسئلة صعبة. خلاص, if you were Russell, would you offer Robert to work for you? Yes. Why? Just to deceive him. In your opinion, في وجهة نظرك, what does Robert's plan show about his character? That he is so greedy, إن هو ماله طماع جدا, and all his concern is his okay personal gains اللي هي مكتسباته الشخصية. Okay, question number okay 9. Russell, Sept and Fritz proved to be loyal to the real king. Discuss. أولا Russell agreed to continue to pretend to be the king. Sept and Fritz could sacrifice themselves. كان ممكن يضحوا بنفسهم for the sake of the king. Why do you think Russell decided to swim around the castle? Just in order to know everything about the castle and how to make a plan to save the king. Number 11. Nature helped Russell while he was exploring the castle from the moat. How far was that true? Come on, it was completely true. Why? Because it was a windy night and the sound of the wind covered everything, so nobody could hear him. خلاص? هنا, why do you think Russell wanted to get near the king's prison? ليه عايز يبقى in order to save the king, عشان ينقذ الملك. Question number 13. Why do you think Max Hoff was in a boat next to the Bible? Okay, because he was on duty. كان في ورديته to guard the castle. كان عشان يحمي أو يحرس الكسل. Russell was forced to do something despite he is a great hater for it. What do you think it was? طبعا killing Max Hoff. Killing Max Hoff while he was sleeping. Why do you think it was necessary for Russell to kill Max Hoff? خلاص, because if he didn't kill him, Max Hoff would kill him. Why did Russell and his friends returned home with heavy hearts? Because they lost, لأنهم فقدوا 3 of their men. 3 من رجالتهم. To what extent, إلى أي مدى do you think Russell was careful to keep his first mission to the castle secret? طبعا to great extent. Why? Because he wanted to attack the castle secretly. Why do you think the 7 men waited a few 100 meters away from the castle? أولا, in order to guard their horses. دي أولا. ثانيا, in order not to be seen or heard by anybody in the castle. And بكده, question number 19. Why do you think Russell himself went down the moat, not Sept or Fritz? Because he wanted to make the plan himself. هو عايز يدرس كل حاجة بنفسه, فعايز يعمل الخطة بنفسه, فعايز. Do you think the moat around the castle was deep? Yes. How do you know? خلاص, ازاي عرفت because of the pipe, the huge pipe. And at the same time, when they drop the king's body through the pipe, it will get to the bottom. هتوصل إلى قاع الموت. يعني بكده, what do you think? Why do you think that the water in the moat wasn't very cold despite the cold weather? طب تعتقد ان هي الميه ما كانتش بارده رغم ان الدنيا كانت بارده because during the day لان اثناء النهار it was sunny, كانت الدنيا مشمسه and it was warm وكانت دافئه. What do you think of Max Hoff as a guard? طبعا he wasn't a good guard because he was sleeping. If you were Rossendal, would you kill Max Hoff? Yes. Why? Because it is war. And if I didn't kill him, he would kill me. What does Rossendal do to make the people in Israel happy? He sent his messengers, أرسل الرسل بتوعه, to every corner in the country, لكل أركان الدولة, and announced that Princess Livia and the king, have a date, for their wedding. What does Rossendal do to make the people now? Question number 25. A doctor has been brought to see the real king in his prison. Why doesn't the doctor Michael let the doctor leave? Because he was afraid that the doctor would tell everybody that the king is a prisoner. What does Rossendal, the king, do to persuade Johanna to return to the castle? He gave him 50,000 pieces of gold. What else does Johanna tell Rossendal as a kind of help? يبقى يوحنا قال لراسندل عن حاجة ساعدته. تاني ايه هي؟ خلاص, he told him who has the keys. قال له مين اللي معاه المفاتيح اللي هو ديجوتيت او ديجيتا. he told him everything about Doc Michael's men. Question number 28. What does Rossendal ask Johann to do the next day? Rossendal asked to give a letter to Madame Antoinette de Maban and to let or to open the front gate of the mansion at 2 o'clock. Question number 29. In Rossendal's plan, everyone has a role to play. Discuss. In fact, he asked Fritz and Min and Seth and some other men to go to the front gate and wait until Johanna would open the front gate in order to get into. دي أول حاجة. تاني حاجة, he asked the marshal to be responsible for the protection of Princess Livia and the house during his absence. And if they don't come back till the next day morning, he has to take Princess Livia and hurry to the castle and ask to see the king. If they don't, he has to take Princess Livia and hurry to the capital and announce that Princess Livia became the new queen of the country. Question number 30. خلاص هنا. What do you say as a kind of deception? They made the modern country house, the Turnheim house, to be full of loud music and lights. ده الهومورك بتاع شابتر كام؟ 7 على أكمل وجه كده. الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله. خلاص نهينا كل الهومورك بتاع النوفل بالكامل. إن شاء الله هتلاقوها كلها على اليوتيوب. أي طالب عنده سؤال يشوفها وأي طالب عنده سؤال يبعته لي. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.